Hello, I wanted to post a video about definitions and the force of words. Because without definitions, you don't know the meanings of words, and without the force of the word, you don't know whether it's an adjective, a verb, a noun, a pronoun, past, present, future, tense. So what's equally important to a definition of a word is the force of the word. Now this applies to the Bible because a lot of people believe that the Bible just means whatever you say it means. But you can actually look up the force of the word, and you can look up the definition of the word. They have Hebrew lexicons, Greek lexicons. They have books that are made just to tell you whether it's past, present, future, aorist, whatever that means, right? Now that means past. And then it'll tell you everything about the word. So a lot of people will try to say that the Bible just means whatever you want it to mean. But when you start looking up the definitions and the force of the words, you find that there's an exact meaning. Exact. Like you can't read John 3:16, the most popularly misquoted verse in all of the Bible, and say, well, it means this, because it has an exact meaning. So if you take your interlinear Bible and you look up the word and how it's spelled, then you can go to a parsing guide, and that parsing guide will tell you what that spelling of the word means, and whether it's feminine, masculine, neuter gender, whether it's an adverb, noun, pronoun, and just a lot of other really awesome information. And the reason why this is important is because whenever you know exactly what the word means and the force of the word, you can tell whether somebody else knows what they're talking about. For example, when the Bible says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life." The word "for" is a subordinating conjunction, and it's connecting what that verse says to what's previously been stated. And Jesus said, as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, so must the Son of Man be lifted up. So he's tying that John 3:16 to what he said when he's talking about the serpent being lifted up. And if you read that story over there in Numbers, it says that whoever looked on the serpent lived, and they would be healed from being bitten by the fiery serpents that were in the wilderness. And then you look up the next word, "for God so." So is an adverb. Adverb modifies the verb love. So for God so loved. So, hutos, means in this manner or fashion God loved. So in this manner or fashion he loved the world, that whoever looks on the serpent and looks on the Son of Man and believes, he'll be protected. But not everybody looked and believed. But because of time constraints, I only have 30 seconds left on this video. I just wanted to give y'all a video about definitions of words and the force of words, and because that's really important if you're going to be exact and make sure that people understand exactly what the Bible means. So I hope that this video was useful. Thanks for watching, and take it easy.